Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Twin Flame Tarot. My name is Tony, and this is the Twin Flame Daily Forecast for Tuesday, December 8th, 2020. However, anytime you are here is exactly when you are intended to be here because time is limitless. So welcome to my table. Welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. And hello. If you are new here, I am so glad that you found me. So as I said, my name is Tony, and this is the Twin Flame Daily Forecast. First, we're going to pull cards for our Divine Feminine. Next, we'll pull cards for our Divine Masculine. Lastly, we will pull cards for our collective Twin Flames. If you see a deck of cards you like, I will link them down below in the description. And when I refer to Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine, feminine and masculine do not refer to one specific gender because divine means holy. So, are we ready to get this table set? You might still be able to see I was burning some sage before we started recording. It's still smoking a little bit. Let me get out my wonky bowl of sage. This is what happens when your sage falls apart. It ends up in a bowl and it looks kind of crazy. Yeah, it's still smoking, even a little bit from where I just burned it. Let's go ahead and relight it though. And let's get our table cleared so we can get a good reading and see how the energies are today. There we go. Oh, she's smoking good. There we go. Here, let's do this. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. And I'm going to clear, bless, protect, activate, and fully align all my chakras and energetic auric grid systems. Let's just go ahead and get a little bit more sage in here. A little bit of sage never hurt anybody. Now let's just try to get it out before we make the room a big smoking mess. I don't know if y'all been around, but if you stick around long enough, eventually you'll see me either catch something on fire or have to pause because the smoke detector is going off. I'm pretty known for it around these parts. I am a fire witch and it shows. Okay, now, headphone users, do me a favor. Let's turn down your volume so I can set the tone for this reading. Nice. And lastly, let's set our intentions for this reading by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We invite our angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, and spirit to please join us. Please help us to understand and to interpret these messages as we receive them. Okay, everybody, are we ready to get going? Because Divine Feminine, it is your turn. You are up first. We are going to pull from... Let's try it that way. We are going to pull from the Universal Rider-Waite Tarot. And apparently I'm starting with the tarot deck this morning. I just realized. Okay, well, that's fine. Let's just start with tarot. There are no mistakes in tarot. There's no mistakes. So I guess we're going to start with the tarot and not the oracle today. That's fine. Let's just see what's going on with Divine Feminine. Headphone users, let's go ahead and turn down your volume. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do we have for the Divine Feminine today? What messages do we have for the Divine Feminine in whatever time, date, space, or place she is watching this? What messages do we have for the Divine Feminine for this Tuesday, December 8th, 2020? Thank you so much. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. We just need, just like that, one. Nope, you got three. That's too many. We just need one card, please. One card, please, on our table for our Divine Feminine. There we go. Ooh, looks like you are coming to the end of a cycle. Something is ending to make room for something new. So you've got the death. Death does not mean a literal death, but look what we got at the bottom of the deck. Let's see. Wow. Okay. We're going to stop right there. All right. At the bottom of the deck, Divine Feminine, you have the Ten of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Star. Okay. So... it looks like what you're going to be ending here, it looks like you've been carrying around some pretty heavy burdens or responsibilities. I don't necessarily like to say the word burden because burden has kind of a negative undertone to it, but you've been carrying a lot lately, you know, burdens, responsibilities, or otherwise. Okay. And, the thing about it is that though the sticks may be heavy to carry, right? Here's the thing. It doesn't necessarily mean that he doesn't want to carry them, because I mean, he's obviously building himself a home. So these responsibilities that have been weighing on you lately aren't necessarily bad things. They're you may be building your future. You may have been working very hard to build your future. But whatever it is, you've been carrying some kind of heavy load, and that's what you got to put down. That's what you got to put down. There's a very heavy load that you're carrying, and it feels like it's not yours to carry. You do have your own set of responsibilities and your own future and dreams to be responsible for, to build. But at the end of the day, it feels like you're carrying a load that's not meant yours to carry, and you need to set it down. It's time for you to stop carrying others' loads, because here's the thing. Look, you've got the Two of Wands and the Star. All right. So it's time for you to start focusing on your own dream, your own vision, what you want for yourself. Okay. You were definitely carrying other people's. I mean, look, you see how this is his dreams, his wands that he's carrying. You're carrying other people's wands. That's just too much. It's too much to carry. It's time for you to set down other people's burdens and responsibilities and focus on getting your own dreams accomplished. Because look here, Star, right? That Aquarius energy. You've also got Sagittarius here. We are still in Sagittarius season, and you've got Scorpio. So, we just came out of Scorpio season. In fact, hang on. We are... Oh, no, we're moving into the Libra moon today, but we do move into Scorpio moon tomorrow. We are in the Sagittarius sun, and tomorrow we'll be in the Scorpio moon. Okay, but look, if you will just be willing to let go of these burdens that you're carrying, and you start focusing on making your own dreams come true, look what you get. You get your dreams come true, okay? So that's what it's saying. It's saying, Divine Feminine, it's time for you to put down. I mean, this Death card, the clarifier cards are telling me that you're focusing on everybody else's, life and worrying about them and what they need, when what you need to be worrying about is your own future, making plans for your own future, and worrying about and focusing on seeing your own dreams come true. This is about you, okay? This is about you giving too much and not taking care of your own needs, okay? So it's time to water your own garden first, Divine Feminine. Let's get an oracle card and find out a little bit more about that. We are going to pull from the Starseed Oracle. All right, headphone users, let's turn down that volume for the shuffle. Nice. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. What messages do we have for the Divine Feminine today? What messages do we have for the Divine Feminine? Hold on. And whatever time, date, or space she is watching this, what messages do we have for the Divine Feminine for Tuesday, December 8th, 2020? Wow, that was a terrible shuffle. This is a brand new deck, and it's still very stiff. It's hard to get a good shuffle. I need somebody to come teach me how to shuffle. Do y'all see how sad that is? Listen, anybody who wants to teach me to shuffle, I'll give you a free reading, okay? Just drop me a DM, twinflamedailytarot@gmail. Drop me a email, and let's hook you up with a free reading in exchange for you teaching me how to shuffle, okay? All right, angels. Okay, we're just going to drop half the deck in our lap. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. We need one card, please. Thank you. Well, that was convenient. Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, looky here. You got two cards. First of all, you got the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. Again, this is that single blue flame. So this is about the twin flames, but it's single. See how it's standing here by itself? So this is about you. This is about you taking care of yourself. And then hold on. Right after that, we have weight of the world. Oh my gosh, really? Weight of the world. Boundaries. Let it go. It is not yours to carry. Weight of the freaking world, Divine Feminine. It is not yours. Let it go. You are not supposed to be carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. What you are supposed to be focusing on is your own activation, your own awakening, your own integration. That's what this is. This is that single blue flame. So, in the twin flames, you have the two flames. You have the blue flame and you have like the red-orange flame. And that's what happens when the two flames come together. But right now, this is about the single. This is about, like I said, I feel the twins are coming into activation. Just because you're not in union yet does not mean you're not being activated, okay? There's a difference between activation and union. And this very much, it says activation, okay? So this is about the activation of the twin flames. And this is about you being activated. But the reason why you haven't maybe even come into full activation is because, look, you are carrying the weight of the world. It's not yours to carry. Let it go. It's time for you to let it go. It's time for you to focus on your own future. It's time for you to focus on what you want. You want your own awakening, activation, and integration. And look, literally, awakening. I mean, integration, the star. This is about you, baby. This is about you. This is about you putting down. It says, let it go. Let it go. It's time to let go. You're carrying the weight of the world for no particular reason either. There's no reason for this, Divine Feminine. For some reason, you're focusing on too much on everybody else, not on yourself. And so if it is, in fact, that you have been working towards the twin flame journey and you would like, that activation to become a union, well, the reason you can't is because you're blocking yourself because you're carrying the weight of the world and you're not focusing on your own priorities. Let it go. This message is crazy. This is a crazy message. Divine Feminine, worry about yourself. Worry about your own activation, integration, and awakening. Don't worry about everybody else's. You're carrying too much. Let's go to the weight of the world because I just love that you got that twice. Weight of the world. Let's see what it says. Weight of the world. Here we go. Let's see. Can you see that? There you go. You don't need to carry it all. You're no good to anyone if you're running on empty and bogged down by the weight of the world. This card is a reminder to look after your own well-being before anyone else's, to stop carrying the world's problems on your shoulders. Okay, I'm not going to keep reading it because this is pretty much what I already said. It does say that the card is thanking you for caring so much. You want to build a better world and ease the road for others, and that is incredible. But the way you've been doing so is very likely unsustainable. This isn't to say that you should switch off to the world's problems and become unconscious. Rather, it's a call to establish clear boundaries so that you're not constantly taken out energetically. The planet needs you to be healthy, both physically and emotionally. So what it's saying, Divine Feminine, is instead of, digesting the news or, reaching for your phone just a second that you wake up, it's telling you to show up first for yourself, okay? Maybe do a, something like meditation or journaling or exercising, deep breathing, something like that where, in the mornings when you wake up, put yourself first. Put your own energy first. Once you're in this state of grace, okay, and your inner well is full, then you have the energy to face the day, and to take on the state of this world and to care for others, okay? And then at the end of the day, you also need to take an energetic shower by emptying out anything that's not yours to carry, okay? Before you go to bed, just lay it down, give it up, pray it out, talk it out, meditate, whatever. Get that energy. It's not yours to carry. Let it go, okay? That way when you can pick up that energy again in the morning when you wake up, okay? If you choose to. You don't have to. You can choose not to. But you need to give yourself time and space to rejuvenate and to rest, all right, Divine Feminine? It is not yours to carry. You need to let it go. It is not yours to carry. What you need to be focusing on right now is your own integration, activation, awakening, activation, and integration. That is where your headspace needs to be right now. It's all about you, baby. All right? Put down this heavy burden and focus on your own. All right? I love this message, Divine Feminine. I hope you did too. If you did and you haven't already, give me a big old thumbs up or subscribe to my channel because I love you for it if you would. Because now, guess what? It is time for our Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine, your first oracle card for the day is going to be the Angels and Oracle card. Let me get a sip of tea. That is lovely. My mother-in-law gave me a nice tea set, not like cups and teapot, but what I mean is like a bat, like different teas. And ooh, it's been so much fun to try it out. All right, headphone users, let's turn down our volume for the shuffle. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. What messages do we have for the Divine Masculine today? What messages do we have for the Divine Masculine? And whatever time, date, space, or place he is watching this reading, what messages do we have for the Divine Masculine for Tuesday, December 8th, 2020? Thank you so much. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. We just need one card. Whew. All right, direction, guardian. I believe we had this at some point last week. It says to choose your path. So it looks like Divine Masculine, again, as I said, twins, I do believe that the activation of the twin flames has begun. I definitely believe that, you're both aware of each other. You're both working towards, getting in union, but does not mean that you necessarily are in union yet. And here's why I say that, because again, you two are mirroring each other. You know, it says over here, you need to focus divine feminine on yourself and taking care of your own, you know, activation and awakening and activation and integration of your own self. Here too, divine masculine. That's kind of what direction guardian is about. It's about, you know, choosing your own path and focusing on your own awakening. It says to connect with your deepest desires. Then choose the path that will make your heart and soul sing. Okay, so it says your path is not set in stone, divine masculine, and your angels and guides have no expectations for you, nor should you have any for yourself. There are many directions that you can take. None of them are wrong, as they are all would hold perfect opportunities to grow and to learn. But life is to be enjoyed and savored. So if you know that there's a decision to be made, and particularly if you are feeling indecisive, choose the path you know is going to make you light up, and choose with your heart. So, you know, this is about getting to know thyself. Know thyself. You know, and that's really what this is all about for both of you. Know thyself. Choose the path that makes you, you know, sit at your highest and best self, right? And that's what this is about. Divine masculine, right now, the path forward isn't about focusing on, you know, your union or anyone else. The path forward is about focusing on your own awakening, your own activation, your own integration, okay? Let's get a little bit of clarity on that. Let's pull some tarot for you. We are going to read from the White Sage Tarot. Headphone users, let's turn it down for the shuffle. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirits. What messages do we have for the divine masculine today? What messages do we have for the divine masculine? And whatever time, date, space, or place they are watching this, what messages do we have for the divine masculine for this Tuesday, December 8th, 2020? Thank you so much. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. You know, I'm actually just going to take that one, the top one. Tower. Okay, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Okay. All right. And let's stop there. Okay, divine masculine. So, let's see. Okay, divine masculine. You got the tower, and then at the bottom of the deck you have the Four of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Cups, all right? You have the Six of Cups, you have the World, and you have the Five of Cups. So you got a lot of cups on the table. 4, a 6, and 3. So this is a lot of that water energy. So this could be, you know, directly speaking to a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. And then you've got the Tower, which is Aries. So we had Scorpio pop up a couple times now. All right. Let's just start here with the World, all right? In general, the World is kind of a wake-up call, okay? The World is a moment that when it happens to you, it's like, it's kind of a reset point, okay? And so it feels like you're being given a reset point today. This doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be tragic or terrible, and I don't want you to be thinking, oh my God, something terrible is coming. No, that's not what it means. It just means that you're being told it's time to maybe reset. It feels like the path that you're on isn't necessarily the right path. You know you're close, maybe even, but it doesn't feel like you're quite on the right path. And so today you're being told it's time to reset that. And here's the reason why, because look at what we have at the bottom. You know, I said 4 of Cups earlier when I meant to say 4 of Pentacles, okay? So the 4 of Pentacles is it's like you're holding tightly onto something, okay? It's like you're holding very tightly onto an outdated belief, okay? Because sitting right beside that, we have the Ace of Cups, which is, you know, like a new way. Honestly, it's a new love is what it means, but it's a new way of approaching yourself. It's a new way of seeing yourself through loving eyes. It feels like you've been viewing the world through a very stagnant lens, and you're holding on very tightly to your beliefs, and you're being very rigid in your thinking. And so you're being told to maybe come at it from your heart, okay? And you're being told to look at your path with the eyes of your heart, okay? Because then you have right beside that the Three of Cups, the World, and the Six of Cups, okay? So with the Six of Cups, this is healing. And then the World, of course, is, like a whole new world. It's the end of the tarot. It's the ending and the beginning. It's the completion. It's the end of the cycle. And then we have the Three of Cups, which is celebration and happy times. So it kind of feels like if you will let go of this rigid way of thinking and you'll start approaching things from a heart space, not from your head, but from your heart, not what feels right logically, but what feels right to your intuition. There's going to be some healing in your world, and it's going to be not just healing, but it's going to be deep healing at a not even at a soul level. Like, you're going to be able to integrate and activate your own intuition, your own skill sets that you've been wanting. So it kind of feels like it's time to let go of an old way of thinking that you've been holding on to because it's no longer serving your best good. And the quicker that you can let go of this old way of thinking and embrace, coming in from a heart space, the quicker you're going to be able to get some healing, the faster your world is going to move forward, and the faster you're going to be able to manifest whatever it is that you actually want, Divine Masculine, okay? So here's the deal, Divine Masculine. Today, you're being told it's time to maybe choose a different path. You're being given a reset, okay? And this doesn't necessarily mean your whole world is going to be imploded from the inside out, okay? It just means that this is actually your wake-up call. This is me telling you, this is your wake-up call. It's time to pick a different path, okay? It's time to have a reset. It's time to, just let go of this way of thinking that you're holding on to and come at it from a heart space. Allow for that healing to come from your heart and watch your world literally just have a complete reset. Have it's going to be bringing into your world, like picture, I wish I had the Golden Girls Tarot out. The Golden Girls Tarot shows a picture of Dorothy and Rose and Blanche all like raising their cups, like they're celebrating, like, yeah, that's what the Three of Cups is. It's when life gives you something to celebrate, and you're going to have lots to celebrate. But the reason that maybe you haven't gotten there yet is because you haven't chosen the right path, okay? So it's time to pick a different path, all right? This is your reset. Hopefully it's not going to be anything tragic. Hopefully this is just going to be me telling you, hey, it's time to pick a different path, okay? All right, Divine Masculine. Hope you found this helpful. If you did, give me a thumbs up or subscribe, because now it's time to see what's going on with my twins today. We are going to pull from Getting into the Vortex to begin with. All right, headphone users, let's turn it down. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit, what messages do we have for the twin flames today? What messages do we have for the twin flames? And whatever time, date, space, or place they are watching this reading, what messages do we have for the twin flames on this Tuesday, December 8th, 2020? Thank you so much. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. We just need one card, and thank you. All right. Twin flames, you've got number 25, which adds up to 7. So you are on the right path. That's good to know. You are on the right path. Causing pain for others would attract pain to me. Causing pain for others would attract pain for me. It says the flawed premise of my group or our way of life is the only correct way. Therefore, all other ways must be stopped is the basis of the majority of unhappiness on your planet. Okay. In other words, if you think there's only one right way to do something, it's going to make you very unhappy, okay? Not only do those being pushed against feel the pain, but those doing the pushing will feel it as well. In fact, the unhappiest, least fulfilled among you are those who are pushing against others, because in doing so, you are disallowing the most important relationship, the relationship between you and your higher self, capital Y, you, okay? So when you're causing pain for others, when you are being resistant and allowing, not allowing others just to live and let live and be on their own path, and you're causing this resistance in their timeline, you're not only causing pain for them, but what you're doing is you're now creating resistance. And so when you create resistance in somebody else's life, you now are telling the universe, hey, what I would like is some resistance of my own in my own life. And so guess what you just did? You just hurt yourself. You just messed up your own story, because now you've created, these roadblocks to you being able to manifest and move forward on the path that you're meant to be on. And here's the thing. You're always going to get what you're supposed to get. If you're meant to get it, you're going to get it, okay? It's just that when you create that resistance, it's just going to, instead of you getting it tomorrow, you're going to get it 10 years from now, okay? And here's the thing about that also. When you get it 10 years from now, you may not even want it. By then, you may not even want it. It may not even be something you want. And then here's the funniest thing about that. Now that you don't want it, it's just going to mess up your life even more. It's just going to be something, now here's something you have in your life that you don't want or need. You may have wanted it 10 years ago, but why is it here now? I don't need it now. I don't want it now. It's causing all this problem because it's in my life and I don't want it. Exactly. So the easiest way to prevent all that is to understand that causing pain for others is only causing pain for me, okay? So what we're being told here is to focus, quit worrying about everybody else, and to focus on yourself, Divine Feminine. Quit worrying about everybody else and to focus on your own path. And again, what did it say right here? It said the greatest source of unhappiness on your planet is the flawed premise of there is only one way to do something, and therefore everything else must be stopped. Exactly. You're holding on to just one path here. You're holding on to only one way of seeing this, and that's exactly what they're saying. There's more than one way to see this. This is for both of you. Again, I definitely think that while this message is for the twin flame couple, like I said, I don't feel a lot of union. There are those of you who are in union right now. You are in union, and that doesn't mean that you're going to break up. What it means is that you're just focusing on your own self-mission and self-purpose, not necessarily the union's mission and union's purpose, okay? So again, that's what we're saying. You need to be focusing on yourself. This is about working on, self-mastery right now, because the more you can heal yourself, the more you can start manifesting yourself into the path that you're supposed to be on. When y'all come together, twin flames, it's going to be bam, the magic you're going to be creating. It's going to be bigger than anything you could possibly imagine. The healing that's going to occur is going to be phenomenal. All right, twin flames, let's pull one more oracle card. We're going to do the Work Your Light Oracle. All right, headphone users, let's turn it down. That was nice. All right. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. What messages do we have for the twin flames today? What messages do we have for the twin flames for whatever time, date, space, or place they are watching this reading? What messages do we have for the twin flames for this Tuesday, December 8th, 2020? Thank you so much. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. We just need one card, please, on the table for our twin flames. One card for our twin flames. What messages do we have for the twin flames today? Just one card, please. There we go. Thank you so much. Oh, I love it. The Age of Light. The Age of Light. You have been training for this for lifetimes. I love this. Like I said, I feel like this is about self-mastery. I feel like this is, getting yourself into your own, I want to say headspace, but that's not what I'm trying to say. This is just about you and self-mastery at this point, okay? Hang on, I'm trying to get the book to it. Where in the book is this? All right, let's just go let's see, the Age of Light. Oh, went right past it. Here we go, the Age of Light. The Age of Light. It says, mystics and sages throughout the ages have predicted this period in history, and you have decided to incarnate in the middle of it. This is no mistake that you are supposed to be here at this time of the great change. Y'all know we've got the grand conjunction on December 21st. This is when we move into the age of Aquarius. And here you are, you lucky soul, you chose to incarnate during this time. This is amazing. So if you ever feel unprepared or daunted by the path that is calling you, know this. You have been training for this for lifetimes. So if you ever feel overwhelmed or challenged by the path that you're on, know that you have been preparing for this path for lifetimes, literally lifetimes. You've been training, okay? You're way more than the days that have breathed through you in this life. You're also all the lifetimes that came before. All of these experiences have polished your soul into the most magnificent expression that is your true, authentic self. Your soul has many facets. So imagine a fingerprint. Your soul is 1,000,000 times more intricate than even that. If you put together all the fingerprints of all of those people that you have been before, you would not even get close to fathoming how much of a unique masterpiece you are. You came in with a clear soul plan. You came in with wisdom beyond your years. This is the part of you that longs to be seen. This is the part of you that is ready to step forward. This is ready to emerge. This is not the lifetime to stay hidden, but to step forth, to be seen, and to rise. Divine Twins, like I said, this is about self-mastery right now. When it's time for y'all to be in union, it's going to be wild. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait to see what the twin flames are here to do. I cannot wait to see when that union comes together, what these twins are going to do for this planet is going to be incredible, because look what y'all are doing. Look at you really mastering yourself. Look at you really refining the path that you're on, understanding through contrast that you are expanding. Look at you, twins, doing the work. So again, this is about self-mastery, twins. So don't worry if you're already in union, if you're both focusing on each other. Like I said, the most ironic thing about the twin flames is that when you come into union and you actually heal each other and your relationship, as a whole, and you're working on it every single day, it's interesting because you'll actually start to feel like you're, I don't want to say less close, but you're just less needy of each other, I guess is the right way to say, because you're able to be independent. You're independently standing alone, strong in your own power, right? You don't need somebody else's power because you have your own, baby. And that's the coolest thing about the twin flames, in my opinion. All right, let's get one more card before we close out for the day. We're going to pull from the Chrysalis Tarot. Oh, I am so sorry that I hit my microphone. Excuse me. Headphone users, though, let's turn down that volume. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. What messages do we have for the twin flames today? What messages do we have for the twin flames for Tuesday, December 8th, 2020? What messages do we have for the twin flames in whatever time, date, space, or place they are watching this reading? Thank you so much. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. All right, we need 3 cards. There's your first one. And just like that, there's our next 2. All right. Let's see what is at the bottom of the deck. Wow. Okay. 20 twins. There it is again. Twins, you got some crazy messages coming in today. I mean, just crazy. Because honestly, we've been saying for a few weeks now, this really has been about self-mastery, right? It's really and truly been about self-mastery. So up first, the way we read this is, I read, this is past, present, future. This is between the past and present. This is between the present and the future. And as always, the cards at the bottom of the deck are the clarifiers. Let me get a little sip of tea. Cheers to y'all. Okay. So twins, let's start with the past. Sitting in the past, we have the 5 of spirals, or the 5 of wands. This is just, the 5 of wands is, what is the word I'm trying to say? Conflict. Conflict. That's what I'm trying to say. In the past, this is sitting in the past. It's very crazy because look what it's sitting right under, or what's sitting right above it. Causing pain for others would only cause pain for myself. And then you have the 5 of wands, which is the card of conflict. So it feels like, before you started working on your own self-mastery, you weren't. Twins. It feels like you've been carrying everybody else's load, worrying about everybody else's business. It feels like, you've been just really stuck in the stagnant thinking, okay? And that's what this is. That stuck, stagnant thinking, that carrying everybody else's burdens and responsibility and not worrying about yourself. all that does is it causes conflict, okay? You know, it's like I said on this card, having only one way of thinking, thinking that your way of seeing things is the only right way, that nobody else could possibly be right. It hurts you. It causes pain, and carrying everybody else's burdens, that causes conflict. Okay, so that's y'all. That's y'all. This is just showing me exactly what y'all have already told me to be true. This is just kind of double confirmation. Yeah, you are definitely taking on too much of everybody else's responsibilities, Divine Feminine. 100%. There is no doubt. That's 100% what that card says. And Divine Masculine, you are being very stagnant in your way of thinking, and you're not allowing for other people, places, or other people's perspectives to come in and show you a different path. And that is causing you and everybody around you, twins, pain. You're having a lot of conflict, twins. This has been in the past, okay? So moving into the present, all right? We have the Hierophant. I don't know why it's called the Divine Child in this deck, but there's the Hierophant. Okay, that's Taurus energy. Again, though, we have Sagittarius energy. Now we've got Taurus. So the Hierophant is interesting because it's like traditional ways of thinking, you know, being very rigid. And so, again, I feel like this is the wake-up call for you. This is right now. This is the Hierophant. This is that you're just now starting to realize this rigid way of thinking, whether it's only having viewing life through one lens, one perspective, kind of like what's happening over here at the Divine Masculine, or whether it's you've been carrying too much of everybody else's burdens and not taking care of your own needs. Whatever it is, twins, this rigid way of thinking is causing a lot of pain for you and others, and you're being told, let that go. Taurus, this is a Hierophant, which is the Taurus, is very stubborn, and you're being very stubborn. You're like, but I can't. What if they need me? What if they need me? I got to take care of everybody else. No, you don't. No, you don't. Let go of this stubborn way of seeing life. And Divine Masculine, let's not even get started on this stubbornness right here. You are definitely clinging to some old, outdated way of seeing things. And this stubbornness is not just hurting you, it's hurting others around you, twins. So both of you, your behaviors are definitely impacting each other, okay, twins, because this is about the twin flames right here, okay? So you know, taking on more than you can chew, and you refusing to see somebody else's point of view, this is impacting each other very, very much. So if you are in union, you can definitely feel it. You're definitely feeling this impact. But if you're not already in union, the way it is impacting each other is that you're creating resistance in your own timeline, and those blocks are keeping you from getting together, because now you're over here instead of here, because there's stuff standing in your way. You can't get past this wall, right? So yeah, this way of thinking has got to stop. You've got to let go, okay? Because look, the Hierophant was sitting right over at the age of light. You have been training for this for lifetime. So this is what it's telling you. It is time to let go of this old, stagnant way of thinking that's been causing conflict and pain. It is time to integrate, activate your awakening. It is time to raise the bar and focus on self-mastery. That is what this is all about. Self-mastery, okay? Because look what happens when you finally listen to me and quit being so stubborn. Look what happens. Look what happens. Look. Bam! In this deck, he's Merlin, the hero, but this is the Fool. This is the Fool. This is the fresh new beginning, zero. This is unlimited possibilities. This is you creating your own reality. This is you manifesting whatever it is you want. I mean, this is... Sometimes I'm really glad that he's called the hero here, because when the Fool comes up, people think that means being foolish, and it can mean depending on the cards around you. But in this case, it's not. This is about letting go of that old stagnant way of thinking, getting into your higher self, learning to listen to your intuition and trusting it. Trusting it. Listening to it is not enough. You got to trust it and do what it tells you to do, because look what happens when you do. You get to become Merlin. You get to become the magician. You get to manifest. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. We have Justice. We have the Page of Stones, or the Page of Pentacles. We have, the Page of Mirrors, or the Page of Cups. And Kali, Death, the Tower. I'm sorry, the Tower. Tower showing up again. So here's the thing. You need to restore... There's definitely some imbalance going on here, okay? There is definitely some imbalance, and it's time for you to have something new, okay? You've got the Page of Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. You know, the Page of Cups is like a surprise, like something you didn't see coming. And the Page of Pentacles, he's just that very young page. So it's like a fresh new start. These are both fresh new starts. And it's not just fresh new starts. It's a fresh new start for your heart. And it's a fresh new start to build something long lasting. And if you'll allow yourself, you may be even surprised what that's going to be. Okay. But this is just building a brand new future. And it's not just a future that's going to be solid, but it's going to be based out of your wishes and your desires of your heart. Okay. I think you're going to be surprised by what your inner self, your intuition wants. I think you've been trying to control the narrative your ego has, and your soul, your intuition is like, no, that is not what I want. And it's trying to knock your ego out of the way. So this is just a restore of the balance. This is you restoring the balance and stop being so ego-based, because that's what this stubbornness right here in the very center in the present for both of you, this is ego-based. You carrying too much load and you not seeing other people's perspectives, that is ego. That's 100% ego. And guess what, my friends? It's time to cut that out. It is time to let it go. It is time for you to have a full formal reset in the way that you're seeing things, okay? And when you do, and you allow yourself to restore that balance of, getting your ego out of the way and your soul stepping forward, you're gonna be able to create a long-lasting, self-sustaining, loving life of your dreams, honestly. And I think it's gonna surprise you what you're gonna see, because look here at the bottom, at the end of it. Again, we have the Tower. Okay, your life is trying to get a full reset. Your soul says, this nonsense that you're doing, it ain't working for me, ego. It's time for you to get the heck out of the way. The thing I love about Kali showing up is most people don't understand what Kali is. They see this goddess and she's like holding this man's head and he's like dripping blood from his head. That's your ego. That's what Kali is here. Your Kali is here to destroy your ego. Kali is here to help you to reset and let your intuition be the one in charge. Kali is here to help restore that balance. Kali is here to remind you that you're the MFing hero of your own tale. Quit freaking being so stubborn and let your ego step back and let your intuition step forward. I think you're going to be surprised at the life that you want to build, okay? Twins, I hope this was super duper duper helpful. If it was, give me a big thumbs up if you haven't already, or subscribe to my channel. I will love you forever and always and forever if you would, okay? Let's see. Can I do it this way? Hang on. Here we go. I will love you forever and ever and always and ever if you would subscribe. I post new content Monday through Friday, so I hope you will come back. And until I see you again, know how much I love you, and I hope that you keep on praying. Bye, twins.